The month of November is usually filled with countless activities that draw awareness to tourism in Guyana.
Hello friends, I am Lorene Ward. Welcome to an amazing journey of Homestretch Magazine. There is always something unique and exciting to look forward to. This week we will highlight Shape 2000 Plus 2020 collection, Kafti's Jewelry, Ways to Remove Mehindi, and Guyana's upcoming Republic Jubilee. 141 pieces of fluid lines and vibrant colors greeted patrons at the annual fashion show hosted by the creative Donna Ramsamy James.
People have grown to love and appreciate the intricacy of fashion and art that's exquisitely presented with just the right amount of flair and flavor. Many of whom now look forward with much anticipation to Shape 2000, designed and presented by Ms. Donna Ramsamy James. This year's theme, Unidad, the Spanish word for unity. The local designer and creative Enigma treated her loyal clients and fans to an advanced private viewing of her 21st collection, Shape 2020.
I'm always about unity. As you could see from my team, we represent every race, every color, every size of woman and man in Guyana. Often you go to fashion extravaganzas, and it's as though Guyana had one or two races. What about the Amerindians? What about the Chinese? What about all the mixtures? So we try to incorporate all 6 races in every show. We must be unified. There is no development for Guyana unless we get our act together.
You may be wondering, what is Shape 2000? Sound, health, and personal enhancement, Shape is an event held annually depicting elegant ladies and menswear.
I surround myself with young people, and I always assimilate. I travel a lot, and I always try and get into the industry wherever I go, so that keeps me relevant. But it's my children, all the display team. They really keep me relevant.
An exciting and memorable afternoon filled with vibrancy, fun, laughter, and unity did leave guests craving for more. But little did they know that was the final showcase of Shape 2000.
A little more time for my church, a little more time for my grandkids, and granddaughter. She lives in Europe, so I'll be spending more time in Europe. And generally just to take some time out for myself. Physically, it's a toll. It takes to run a show like this with 141 pieces in just under an hour is a Herculean task. And at 65, it's proving challenging. So we'll come again, but we'll come again in a different way.
Shape 2000 Plus, concluding with its 21st series to return with an exciting flair and continued intimacy. Still in the line of fashion, next, Bonita and Marley create a unique piece of jewelry that any fashionista would love to add to their collection.
here with Marley again, and today we are making jewelry. We're making jewelry, pearl jewelry. I know everyone loves pearls. Since you were small, you probably played with your mom's or your grandmother's pearls. So, Marley, I'm going to assist you today.
Yes, thank you so much. Hi, Guyana. And today I'm going to be teaching to do the right angle weave with pearl jewelry. It's basically another technique in beading. So here we go. You have to use, this is, we call it catguts, but it's nylon thread. And we have our pearl beads in two various sizes. You have the purple, that's going to be the adornments on the piece, and the pearl color.
Okay, so what do you do first?
So first you take the two ends of the thread
Uh-huh.
and you place 4 beads on them.
4 beads.
Yes.
And
On each side. You
on
put-
each
oh,
side.
sorry.
Okay.
2 together on each side.
Uh-huh. This is not for the nervous people because I totally
This
have.
actually teaches you to be very calm and patient. So you have some issues going on, you sit down and you're having problems at work, pick up some beads and do them.
Wow.
Yeah, my advice to Guyana. That's
What-
how I started doing them.
What's next?
So then you take one of the threads
Uh-huh.
and you open them out. Placing one end of the thread
Mhm.
through the last bead. And you
Okay.
pull. Ensure that it is even. And there we go.
And you continue this process.
Yes, and this starts the first segment of the right angle weave.
Okay. And I'm going to leave you to continue with this patient.
That's not a
job.
problem.
Wow.
So there we go again. We have 2 beads placed on the left side. Okay. And 2 more on the right side. Okay. You take your thread again, you pass it through the last bead. And you pull. Sometimes you get a bit tangled, but it's all in patience.
And when you're finished with this, what will be the end product? A lovely chain?
A beautiful
bag?
necklace.
A
One
necklace.
beautiful necklace.
Okay. So, Marley, did you know you always wanted to make jewelry?
Yes, from a child, I've always liked doing some form of titivating with somebody's jewelry or somebody's piece of clothing. I've always loved the designing sector. Here we go, that's the second. So from here, you start decreasing the amount of beads you use. Instead of using 4, you use 3 because you already have the first bead. Mind you, basically we're supposed to be using needles, but when you don't have needles, you improvise. As we are here working and trying to get rid of some of that early morning sun, the pressures of taking the taxis to get to work, putting your mind at rest, we're here beading. Beading is very, 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 very time consuming, but very patient, very good. Good for the brain, good for the mind. So basically, at the moment, I'm trying to use the wall to finish the necklace. It's much better when you have it stretched out, as you see here. So you just place your beads on, one on each side. Then the third bead, you pass one thread to the left, one thread to the right. As the threads face both different sides, you just pull. Now this is as far as we've gotten so far for the right angle weave. Now we're going to create a triangle which is much bigger. So if you're going to do a necklace and you have to bring it to the front in order for you to have it turn to go right around without having any glitches in it, you use a bigger bead, and you place two to the one side. And the third. Sometimes the threads get a bit mixed and tied up. That's where you work your patience. You have it here, we're about to turn the necklace. So this becomes the center. So as it is, you have two beads to the bottom, one to the top. And then you carry through back with 3 beads, one on each side, and then one you take to both sides. You continue doing this action until you get right out to the ending of the necklace.
Great. So you're finished. It took a while,
Yes,
right?
it is.
Good. And maybe I should try it on.
Yes, please do, by all means.
Okay. Okay, and Marley, where can we find you?
I am in South Renville Gardens, working out of my home. You can get me on 673-0116 or 629-8626. You can also find me on Facebook. My business is called Craftiest, Kraftia ''S. Instagram, Craftiest Jewelry. And I can be contacted via email, which is craftiestjewelry@gmail.com.
Well, guys, you heard it. Marley Kite Craftiest Jewelry. Don't you just love it?
Beading is wonderful. It takes a lot off of you. Beading, try it.
You heard her. Try it.
Pearls never go out of style. They may be passed on as a family heirloom or used for formal and informal occasions. After any Hindu celebration, the henna starts to fade, so does its beauty. Trying to remove it can be a piece of work.
Before attempting to remove any henna design, we must remember that it is a stain caused by a plant pigment. The way this pigment takes the skin type you have will determine how long the henna stays on. Natasha Aziz has been doing henna designs for quite a number of years now. She has some homemade remedies to assist us.
So one thing that you can do is use rubbing alcohol. Yeah, who knew, right? So you just take a little rubbing alcohol, put it onto the cotton, if you have cotton, and you just sort of wipe, and then eventually it will come off. Please know that if you apply henna, let's say yesterday, it's not going to come off today all at once, right? It takes a little bit of time.
If you hate doing the dishes, start loving it. Washing dishes or doing laundry by hand is a sure way to fade a henna design off your hands quickly.
Use some warm salted water. I like this. I find that this works for me great, right? So after maybe a henna ceremony, there's a lot of henna on my fingers. So what I like to do is warm some water, not hot, just warm, add a little bit of salt inside, and then just wash my hands. And within 4 to 5 days, by constantly doing that at least twice a day, I find that it goes really easily.
If you're big on moisturizing your skin, this is a plus.
Another way I discovered is by using cream. So after we shower, some of us like to rub cream on our hands. So the more cream you rub on your hand, of course, with this heat, it's going to feel a little tacky, so you go wash. So I find that helps as well to remove henna, a little faster.
Be sure to let us know which of these removal tips worked for you.
Thanks Anadia and Natasha for those notable home removal tips. If your Diwali henna still lingers, go ahead and try any of the suggestions. Do you know that next year Guyana will be celebrating 50 years as a republic? The Grand Jubilee was set in motion.
Relinquishing old ties and establishing ourselves as a republic 50 years later, we're a proud people with a bright future.
Yes, we are. A kaleidoscope of colors and fanfare. Guyana's Republic Jubilee was set in motion in its birthplace, where it all began in 1970, the mining town of Linden. The celebration kick-started with a costume parade from 5 Industrial Area, popularly known as 5 Corner, to Linden Bus Park for the official ceremony.
In Linden the same year that Linden became a town and has blossomed into one of the most anticipated celebrations in Guyana. Lindeners, you should be proud. Proud of the legacies that your forefathers created, but more so proud that that legacy lived on and that an entire country now waits in anticipation for this day to celebrate. We are one family. We go jump up like family, push back like family, wind up like family, get tall like family. We're my family there, look my family there. We go pep like we are one family. We go jump up like family, push back like family, wind up like family, get tall like family.
In 2020, Guyana will honor not only our Republic Jubilee, but also Linden being 50 years old. Without further ado, let's share with you the theme for this celebration.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen. Guyana together. Reflect, celebrate, transform. A fitting theme for the 50th Jubilee of our nation.
Guyana together speaks to the importance of all Guyanese uniting as one people in pursuit of a prosperous destiny for this great nation. Reflect emphasizes the need for us to reminisce from whence we came and acknowledge the struggles and sacrifices our ancestors made for us to get here. Celebrate refers to our innate Guyanese-ness, to mark every milestone with much pomp and ceremony, fun and frolic, just as we have used matrimony to commemorate our Republic anniversaries over the past few decades. Transform signifies the need for us to take Guyana to the next level. It speaks to our future
The decade of development and our country's move to becoming a green state.
I don't think there's a better flag than that flag. Designed with purpose, flown with precision, the perfect icon. That's what I'm talking about.
Be prepared to celebrate Mashramani 2020 under the theme Guyana Together, Reflect, Celebrate, Transform. After much excitement, the curtain came down with performances from reigning monarchs and Guyanese entertainers.
The energy rise. I hope that you're ready. But it's wine tonight. In the bed tonight. The session tonight. So nice. Sing, sing, sing. Oh na na, oh na na, oh na na, oh na na.
Reason of my cricketing experience. Well, all you hear how believe I get fame through my magnificent performance. The other day in a cricket game, this girl Ati decided to play me a single wicket competition. Well, it's the first time, Linden, let me tell you, that I get to please myself as a man.
Every time I see you coming down, you look like the best girl in town. I only need you right here by my side. Girl, I want to take you home as my bride. You will be my dullahin. I'll be your dullaha. On the wedding day, we can throw the lava. So when the music play, watch me break away. Hold on, me boy, don't tumble down, don't hesitate, procrastinate. Time to no conversation. You waste my time. I want to wine. You come to walk, get behind.
As proud Guyanese, hope you're ready to reflect, celebrate, and transform our beautiful country in 2020. Until we meet again, I am Lorene Ward, reminding you to stay positive, be safe, and keep smiling. Also remember to like our Homestretch Magazine Facebook page and subscribe to our YouTube channel.